Picture this: dangerous weather events, rising sea levels, and no fresh drinking water. According to the USGS, these are the harsh realities that many individuals across the globe would face from the ongoing and long-lasting effects of climate change. The nonprofit One Tree Planted is the best organization in solving the ongoing issues of climate change. One Tree Planted is a 501c3 nonprofit with a focus on reforestation. According to One Tree Planted, it is an environmental charity dedicated to making it easier for individuals and businesses to give back to their environment, create healthier climates, protect and promote biodiversity, and help reforestation efforts around the world, all by planting trees. One Tree Planted is a major nonprofit organization that spreads across the entirety of the globe and is able to reach many people from all walks of life. Due to this, One Tree Planted has an astounding volunteer basis and is sure to make a difference in the future and safety of our planet. Think of the future and think of your children. Think of your families. What life would you want them to have? Would you want them to feel safe in a world that they are living in? This is what One Tree Planted aims to do: help all of us. Today, I will be talking about the impacts of climate change, the many ways to be involved in One Tree Planted, and how One Tree Planted is the leading nonprofit in its field, especially in combating the issues of climate change. Let's start off by acknowledging climate change. Every person across the globe is affected by climate change, whether they realize it or not. Some places across the globe are already seeing increasing concerns in their day-to-day lives. The ever-increasing CO2 emissions into our Earth's atmosphere is promoting what is known as the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect causes Earth's temperature to slowly rise over a period of time. While you may not notice these effects, this affects countless individuals across the globe every day, and through One Tree Planted, we can solve these ongoing issues. According to an article entitled "Our Sinking Islands: Climate Change Migration," the status of climate change is explained as such. It has been reported that an increase of 0.12 to 0.18 degrees centigrade per decade since the 1950s has a profound effect on the low-lying islands in the Pacific. Impacts include social disruptions as the homes and human settlements are washed away. It is detrimental. We need to stop treating climate change as a joke and combat it head first. Otherwise, we are dooming future generations for centuries to come. It does not take much to make a difference, only brief moments of your time. Is this really too much to ask for? According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, the direct impacts of climate change are devastating by themselves, but they are also worsening existing inequalities and conflicts. For example, hotter temperatures and droughts make corn, wheat, and other staple crops supplies less stable, leading to price spikes and food shortages. The nearly 800 million people currently living in extreme poverty are going to be those that are most affected. Do you really want this to happen? One Tree Planted is the leading nonprofit in enhancement towards a better world. Matt Hill, chief founder of One Tree Planted, states, "When I started One Tree Planted in 2014, my goal was simple: make it easy for people to understand the importance of trees, and make it even easier for trees to get in the ground. I wanted to highlight the important work these planting organizations were doing and get more businesses looking at planting trees as a way to give back to their environment and as a way to give back to their planet." Becoming involved with One Tree Planted is as simple as planting a tree. Due to its widespread impact and welcoming nature, you are sure to find a One Tree Planted representative or an ambassador near you. A fun, energetic, welcoming community centered on its goals in stopping climate change, One Tree Planted is an organization for everyone. There are quite a few ways that an individual can get involved in One Tree Planted. Members have the option to become involved in a matter of ways, such as simply planting a tree to make a difference, creating and starting your own fundraisers, and becoming ambassadors to help further the spread of One Tree Planted. One Tree Planted is simple, mighty, and effective, sure to make a difference in the lives of every person on the globe. Look at what a difference you can make through the simple act of planting a tree. This is why One Tree Planted is one of the leading nonprofits in halting climate change. One Tree Planted makes it simple and easy for members to make a change. They are at the top of their game in restoring our climate. According to ThoughtCo, a 100-foot tree, 18 inches in diameter, at its base, produces 6,000 pounds of oxygen. And on average, one tree can produce nearly 260 pounds of oxygen a year. 2 mature trees can provide enough oxygen for a family of 4. As of August 2020, One Tree Planted has been able to plant 11 million trees in the ground since they started in 2014. The numbers speak for themselves. One Tree Planted is and will continue to do nothing but good for our planet. I enlighten all of you today on the nonprofit known as One Tree Planted. I explain the effects of climate change and how people can get involved, and how One Tree Planted is a leading organization in their field. If you want to make a difference, plant a tree. Take part in One Tree Planted. I ask that you all think of the future. Think of your family. Think of your planet. Make a difference through One Tree Planted. I now open the floor to any questions.